or the Christmas movie of the season. Um, oh, okay, I lied. We weren't live. Now we're live.
That was practice.
Yeah. Have it your way. You rule.
I'm gonna butcher his last name. Special teams coordinator. Bisacci. Bisaccia.
Basacci.
Bisacci.
Giovanni Basacci. Okay, here's the chat too. If you. Oh wow.
The league's highest paid special teams coordinator. And currently the league's highest penalized.
Yeah. Not a good return on investment.
It's got to be a first.
Zach, can you pull yours a little closer to you?
Yep.
Nice. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope this is easy streaming. Oh yeah, here's the chat too.
Sorry, I'll try not to.
When people get going, I don't think anyone's streaming right now, so.
Where's Brooke and all the.
I'm sure they're doing Christmas stuff. We're likely to get some of them. I gotta post on my Instagram too. I feel like almost all the people that join are from my Instagram story. Besides you, of course, a man with no Instagram.
I could post in the general group chat the link again. Although the last thing we probably need is a couple of those guys in there.
Hamming up the chat.
Tuning in just to cause havoc.
Oh, I love havoc. Okay. All right, smile, Zach.
Picture or video?
Picture.
Okay, so that did give them a first down. I lied.
Was it 10-yard penalty?
It must have been.
God. Oh, Matt's here. What up, Matt? Yo. Matt, this is my brother-in-law, Zach.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Not a comedian, but.
This is the housing.
What?
Was that 2 weeks ago? The big housing chat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's where that originated.
Right. When I announced my sister and brother-in-law got a house, the very brother-in-law right here. Proud owner of a house. Matt, your Steelers did good last time. Oh, okay. He says it seems really quiet. God damn it. It's in safe mode. What does that even mean?
Gilbert is still being listed as the play caller for defense. I feel like that's a deliberate.
Slight?
Like, I don't know that they usually list that along with the defense.
How the hell do I do? Oh, man.
Yeah, they're not happy with Bryce Young over in Carolina.
No kidding. I mean,
the coulda, shoulda, woulda treatment with C.J. Stroud.
They essentially dumped McCaffrey to tank to get Bryce Young to have a worse season than when they were intentionally losing. It's a real bummer.
Did Adam Thielen, did he sign there as a free agent? I believe so.
I think so.
Just didn't re-sign him.
Yeah, I mean, they got
kind of a double whammy there.
He's
having a good season, and the Vikings could really use him as Jefferson out.
Exactly. Okay, so I don't know why, but
it's still soft.
It is. I did. Oh, that didn't need to happen. I ran it in safe mode because it's like you should run it in safe mode, and now it won't let me turn up the audio essentially. says a bit high pitched also.
That might just be me.
Zach's a real squeaker over here. Oh, I don't know how to do this without killing the stream. Okay, Matt, I might kill the stream, but I'm gonna fix the audio.
Back in action.
We're back. You thought we fricked it up, but we didn't. Okay, and now I can actually access that. So let's see. Okay, and now we should be hearing that. Let's turn it up to
11.
300. Okay, go Zach.
Hello, Jordan Love.
It does sound squeaky. Testing. That does sound really squeaky.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, it
Still
does
sounds like
kind
being.
of chipmunky.
I guess it is Christmas.
Casey Musgraves. Okay. Checking again. Is that playing out loud? Test. Test. Oh, that's so weird. That's not good. Okay, go Zach.
Keyshawn Nixon.
Yeah.
A little bit better.
Yeah, now go.
Aaron Jones. Jordan Love. Chris Collinsworth.
It kind of. Okay. Let me do a couple of things. Okay. It still sounds so chipmunky. It must be on this. I don't know how to use this at all. Christmas time. Christmas time. Christmas time. Okay, Zach, talk into yours.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Oh.
So weird. What about now? Fuck. I don't know. It might just sound a little chipmunky. I don't really know what to do.
First time you've had this?
Yeah.
A lot of variables have changed, so it's tough to.
Yeah, I'd never used this. Never used this as a audio interface before.
Aaron Jones basically with every single touch so far. Oh. And that Tucker Craft. See how much better this screen setup is when the whole world thinks we're going to Aaron Jones.
Okay. I'm trying to. All these sound weird. Deep vibe. Weird. 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 I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't have a Oh, Aaron Jones running with a purpose.
Maybe that sounds different. I don't know. Fuck. Well, it is producing audio, and
Just not the highest of quality.
yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the Packers game Okay, so I was out of commission there for a while. How did we get the ball back?
I believe they punted eventually. I was looking up the.
Special teams.
Yeah.
All right, Love.
Love 2 for 2, making it.
Flag in the end zone.
Take that.
Lil Romeo.
Yes, a punt from them. Aaron Jones with the first 4 touches on offense.
Nice.
Royce Newman in the game reported as eligible.
Hey.
Coming in right now. Keep an eye on him. He is a former tight end. Now tackle.
Hey.
70 there, eligible right on the, I believe on the left side there.
That would be cool to see a Royce touchdown.
Heavy package.
Nice.
Power run.
Nice. Woo! AJ Dillon, Quadzilla.
1 play for Royce, 1 touchdown. That's not a coincidence.
That's right. His WAR right now is crazy.
Success rate.
Now that's how the Packers offense should function. Aaron Jones works it down the field, and AJ Dillon gets the 2-yard touchdown.
For sure. I mean, this is last week in the same scenarios when we ran like the double reverse.
Right.
That like netted negative yards.
I'm totally fine also axing Dylan Carlson. Or, Anders. What's his brother's name? Daniel? Dylan? For the Raiders?
Daniel, I believe.
Because he's money. But Anders has been a little sketchy.
It's tough to get someone in a... I don't know what his home away splits. I should see. I wonder if it's a Green Bay, if he's just not a... You got to get those true cold weather guys.
Oh, true. I just love the whole Cowboys story. Brandon Aubrey or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. The Book of Clarence.
But what sport did he play previously?
Soccer. He played soccer at Notre Dame.
I think, what did they say? Did he get drafted to the MLS and like assigned to the minor league or something, a version of that?
Oh, I don't
Or he
know.
never even made it that far?
I did not necessarily.
Guess I shouldn't make things up.
That.
Slander him.
I mean, I from what I understand, you know, Notre Dame has a pretty good soccer program. Oh, we got 12 views.
What?
Doesn't look like anybody really stuck around, but we got them. I didn't even post yet.
I think I might pull it up on my phone so I can see the chat without
turning. That's a good call.
And then it'll give us a view or two.
Very true. Oh yeah, let's hear it. You hear our voice?
Hello.
It's not too bad. I feel like maybe only your mic is working and not my mic. But let me just share this real quick, and we can toy with it later.
Halftime project. I had meant to get some general playoff scenarios in my head before, so I could rattle those off.
Well, this is it's a long stream, so we can we can pull those up. We can talk through those.
Because the Bengals losing yesterday shook up the AFC as well. I think NFC. There's only like 4 teams above 500 right now.
Yeah.
It's a very...
And the Lions had the Vikings today, right?
Yeah. And the Vikings beat them last time, correct?
Yes.
And the Bears beat them both the last time, so it's kind of a topsy-turvy.
Yeah. So it's really... Could be anyone's game. I'm gonna try this. Sorry if this is loud. How's that sound? That sounds pretty good. Okay, do yours, Zach.
Hello.
Nice. Okay, I think
Better?
that should be better, yeah. Cool. Let's make sure. Okay, hopefully that raises it all up.
Browns leading already. That should be a good game. Texans are probably a sneaky, root for them on the AFC side.
The Texans.
Yeah. I don't know enough about, what their draft picks or personnel turnover the last couple of years, but that seems to be the most extreme turnaround just in the way they're playing.
Yeah, I think, well, the league is like a young quarterbacks league again. Like, who are there are a couple of outliers, like Joe Flacco coming back is kind of strange. And Rodgers is kind of, for the first time, irrelevant in this league. And
it's sort of I don't know, maybe it's always been like this. If you can last a little bit as a quarterback, you might last kind of forever.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what the stars of right now, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, those guys I think will be around for a while and will be the Peyton, Drew Brees, Rodgers
for sure
for the next 10 years.
There's the soft secondary again.
Yeah.
If you're in a playoff matchup on fantasy, Bryce Young might have been a sneaky good pick. I know that Baker Mayfield won a lot of first-round playoff games for people last week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the crazy thing in fantasy, too, where it's like last year I was in the championship and I had Mahomes, but they, they pulled Mahomes for some snaps, because they were so locked in already.
So it looks like Packers are already in their two safety, 15 yards off the ball alignment. A lot of our defense kind of relies on pressure on the quarterback, so that's... Ooh. How did we miss that?
I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. That does sound still chipmunky, but I don't really know how to undo that.
So it's not just my voice?
No, it's both of ours.
I was going to say, there's a slight chance that I'm just more chipmunky than I look.
Through the headphones. Okay, we'll just, that'll be fine.
Take it down a decibel and then it'll come out even.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out on this tuner. Lead vocal. Ooh. There's all these different settings. None of them make it right. Studio. Standard. Okay. Held him to a field goal.
Yeah, that's a good bend, don't break.
A 52-yarder. We keep trading touchdowns for field goals. That's a good day.
That seems to be a good crowd out there. I know that they've
struggled it.
Yeah, that was kind of the butt end of the joke last week.
LaFleur is so pissed. Is that gonna give him a first down?
4th and 10. So if it's hitting the
okay so probably decline it.
Okay.
Yeah. He broke his headset. LaFleur doesn't usually get heated like that.
No. Well, I think this is a game. Obviously, we should win. Panthers just. Oh, we weren't even lined up. But it's a game you want to, we are the most penalized on a lot of ways, so
Yeah.
I think playing clean ball will be a emphasis.
It's okay to change your style. Every time it would do that. Oh, this is a big thing on Reddit. People they make their couches into like subwoofers so that they'll like rumble during movies and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's like it's a whole to do. It seems kind of like I'd agree that's kind of fun, but the amount of work involved to make it happen is just so extra.
Yeah, because couches, well, that's a good thought. What usually goes out first, the technology of a speaker or the wear of a couch?
That's a good point. I would say, well, looking at this basement right here, these speakers outlasted the couch that was here. But the speakers, I think, just got grandfathered in because replacing them was much harder too.
Yeah. Yeah, drilling extra holes in the ceiling was. You kind of do that in hopes that technology lasts
a long time. And it's crazy too now that like you don't really have to do that. Why? Well, I mean, if you go, oh, Rory, what up, dude? Yes, this is an Oakville episode featuring
crossover.
Zach.
This is into the Packers verse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 20 views. That's pretty good for first quarter.
I still have to blast out the stream. I just wasn't sure if I wanted everyone to jump in from the Washington County crew.
Have them go wild, dude. If they say something too crazy, YouTube automatically blocks it, so I don't have to worry about it.
Nice.
If they go saying something wild. Roosh, how about them pack? They hugged it out because there was no foul.
Ooh. Yeah.
Rory goes, did you get sponsored by Helium? I have this audio interface, and I don't know how to correct it. It's Seums that I stole. So
it is predominantly squeaky.
Yeah. Okay, there are other things I can do. Now I'll tinker. Roosh, you gotta tell us eventually if this gets better. Okay.
Jones again. Wow. He's gone.
Jones. Okay.
This offensive's night and day with him in it. I do not like the look of that turf, though. That looks like St. Louis Dome 1995 installed turf.
Okay. Does that sound better? No, that sounds like shit. Okay. Maybe if we add a little more gain? No. That sounds worse.
Melton. Jaden Reed, is he concussion?
I didn't know he was out.
So we've got another undrafted rookie catching passes.
Yeah. Okay, if we shoot up the low, that doesn't work.
Oh, couldn't go too long without a double reverse.
I do like we're having We're getting a little more inventive.
So we obviously need Minnesota to lose.
We need Minnesota to lose. Who else is in the hunt?
Um, Atlanta, who won the tiebreaker over us, I believe is. No, let me just check.
Oh, actually, I think I know what the problem is now. I know the audio. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. It's still squeaky. So that didn't do anything. But we're back. And it's just gonna be the squeaky episode. Okay. Yeah, so Roosh, just imagine we're talking normal, because we are over here.
We're not messing with anyone on purpose.
Okay, 3rd and 7. Big pickup. That's a first down, right? What was the line of gain?
I don't know, I didn't see. Yeah,
Why would they say 3rd and goal?
I don't know.
So yeah, like the 4 or 3, he definitely got it with the reach.
Yeah, for sure. So that should read 1st and goal.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter would be nice. We got
Wicks on the crazy
weird motion. Okay.
So Newman is not in. So that seems to be maybe the key.
Yeah. They bring him in, push that Dylan line.
Our offensive line gets a lot of flack, but we have drafted really heavily on the line. We should be able to utilize it.
Oh, they just did that same motion again.
Not fooling anyone,
Ran
though.
the same play again and same result again. And
Same gap.
there we go. It's also, you think about how many losses this year we had that were 1-score games, or even like, 2-score games that seem closer. And if we had Aaron Jones healthy all season, like he is that big of a difference in a game. Like he is a touchdowns different in a game.
For sure. He is. I mean, the entire offense looks different. Like just having the game plan for him back there. Because he can go out and catch passes.
Yeah, I wonder how long do we have him under contract? Do you know off the top of your
I do
head?
not know.
I'll take a Google real quick. Because it would be interesting. It's like, he's been a tricky pick for a while.
Well, the plan to draft A.J. Dillon and make his usage to where he can stay healthy has not exactly worked.
Mm-hmm.
But fluky accidents, fluky injuries.
He's got a 5-year contract. Oh, he took a pay cut. So in 2021, he signed a 4-year deal. But I guess the third year is optional. So, like, going into next season, we don't necessarily have him. Yeah, a 4-year, $48 million contract. That's nice money. Okay, so he like put off his salary where like 2021, 2022, and this year he got paid about $1 million. But next
Okay.
year his base salary is $11 million. So
Oh, that was probably part of the. I don't know, they had to do some contract quirkiness with Aaron Rodgers. They had to sign some people low for a couple years to keep his like 30 mil average or whatever
yeah,
before he came off the books, which I don't think he's technically completely off the books this year. I think we have a little bit of residual we had to send to the
yeah,
Jets, but
oh, we need this third and goal. Come on. Okay,
there we go.
a J Love keep. I like that.
Down.
Hell yeah.
That was not quite a tush push, but it was more of a sneak, but still Jalen Hurts-esque.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordan Love looks strong there. Oh, nice. No problem. Yeah, the tush push has opened up a whole new window of other quarterback runs. Jesus.
Extra point is no good.
Anders, you're gone, bud.
Yeah, that's not good.
He's gone. He's gone, dude. I just like even if we make the playoffs, I don't trust him in a tense game, you know?
Yeah.
If you miss an extra point against the Panthers when there literally couldn't be less pressure, that's bad.
Yeah, if we sneak into the playoffs, I would say that's a liability.
For sure. That field does look really cool. And that skyline in Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina has been able to avoid the move the team talks.
Yeah, you know, that's interesting.
A lot of teams, when they're bad not just bad a few years in a row, but constant turnover coaches, kind of no clear path out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the Oakland A's, like, oh, we have a couple superstars, we just trade them because what's the point?
Yeah.
That usually kickstarts some of those talks.
Oh, no. Is it out? Oh. Thought I lost the ball for a second. Well, a fun thing about this stream is I'm using my new camera lens that like has a low f-stop on it, so it's like the candles have a bit of a blur, a little bit of light flare from them.
High quality.
Like portrait. It's it's like what they use on the field, where it has like super blurry background, portrait mode. But like now, I don't know. That used to be an effect with lenses, but now with like computing technology and AI and stuff, you can kind of take any lens and it can adjust in real time to make it look like that. Whenever they score a touchdown, you'll notice the handheld cam they use, really blurry background, really crisp.
Makes it pop
pop
on the screen.
But I think those cameras are like digitally rendering it like that.
They need to get a hold of some of those Kardashian cameras.
Yeah.
Make everyone look good. Take away 30 years of wrinkles.
Yeah, the thing with the Kardashians though is it's hard to do certain stuff live. Like the Kardashians,
They have to sit very still.
It really benefits the Kardashians that they tape it ahead of time and they can spend a lot of time in the editing room making it look as good as possible.
Apologies to any Kardashian fans.
Yeah. We know you're the realness. We're not trying
to figure out this Bo Melton if he was undrafted.
Mo Belton.
Rookie out of Rutgers.
Third and 7. Let's make this stop. I'd like to win this game by 30 points.
Handily.
Oh my god. DJ Chark. I remember DJ Chark was like, fantasy draft wise, some people were like Bryce Young, you're gonna want some Carolina receivers because he could come out and be real fiery.
Was he Jacksonville last year, or has he been Panthers for a while?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, D-line Chark, that Chuba Hubbard, they picked up Miles Sanders. This shouldn't be
as bad
of an offense, at least, as his build.
I mean, I think where they're lacking is they just expected Bryce Young to be better than this.
Yeah.
He was an Alabama guy, or?
Yes. Young was Bama, Stroud, Ohio State.
That sounds right. Fields was Ohio State. Tua was Alabama. Lots of Alabama,
Burrow was
LSU.
Was a perennial backup at Ohio State,
yeah.
And then finally went and got his shot.
What do you think about the who's the Heisman this year? Jayden Daniels.
I think it's crazy that he had to play an entire year for Arizona State before this, if he's this good.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how being at a premier university is more important than it even seems. I think that a lot of people say, oh, well, you can go kind of be a star at a smaller place if you want to stick out. It goes to show kind of why people will go be a backup at Alabama before they'll go be a starter at, Arizona State.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's interesting that, Joe Burrow, who goes on to win the Heisman, was a backup at Ohio State.
Yeah, it's obviously more common to transfer now than it was even 5 years ago, but big risk still.
Yeah. College sports the landscape is so different. And Russell Wilson did that where he only played 1 year with the Badgers, but I feel like at that time that was rare.
That was his most memorable year. Where was he before?
South Carolina, somewhere like that. But he was playing baseball too. That was his I think more of his focus because he played minor league for half a season.
I love the dual sport, the Tom Brady's, Wilson's, even Jameis Winston. There's always a very big assumption that were they to choose the other path, they would be
equally as great.
The Marvel what if scenario is always that they were full-time starters on an MLB team, even though MLB is, you can spend years and years and years in the development stages.
It is interesting. I think that it's I think a lot of people pick football if they can make big money doing football, but people talk about LeBron too. If LeBron was a tight end or something,
right?
Our own medicine.
Really, really had us shook.
Oh wow! Just let him in. What a name. Man, okay. Now it would be really nice to have that extra point.
They are not going to roll over.
Yeah.
Friends.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Is that his first touchdown ever?
That would make sense. I never heard of him. Whoop. Ay, ay, ay. F in the chat. Well, this is nice. We're almost at 30 views and we didn't even
That
get rated or anything.
The audio's gone. Is that from earlier?
The audio?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I saw Rory say that the audio's gone. Was that a...
Oh, yeah.
That was from a while ago?
He put that a while ago.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I'm not up to...
That's all good.
I don't want to see the mean things people say about us. I have to avoid.
This is our views over time, though. Pretty steady.
Bo Melton, a 7th round pick for the Seahawks. Never made it to the game day squad, and then the Packers picked him up. He is playing his second game.
We're the youngest, newest team on the block. The freshest players.
Shout out Bo Melton. That's a great football name. He was bound to
Oh, yeah.
make it to some team.
Boom, 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 boom.
Miles Sanders, that was an unfortunate pick fantasy-wise.
Yeah.
Najee Harris in like the 4th round. Miles Sanders in the 5th or 6th were my 2 top running backs.
I was like so... This YouTuber was so high on Rachaad White. Like, as like a 4th round running back, you know, like Rachaad White's going to take all the Bucs snaps and all this stuff. And so I drafted him. And he was real flat at the beginning, but he has finished the season really strong. Too late for me because I was already like took a bunch of losses.
Yeah.
But like if I had just enough to make the playoffs, he's hot now. Like he's rolling. And then I had Tony Pollard as my very first pick, which I think I was 8th or 9th in the first round. But I was happy with that. And then he like, you know, has done okay, but not first round.
Well, all running backs seem to be very, you know, you either catch passes, most PPR leagues, most leagues are at least half point, if not full PPR, or you gotta score touchdowns.
Yeah.
And if you don't score touchdowns, I mean, you can have a 100-yard game, and that's 100 points, you know, or that's 10 points. That's, you know, and you can catch 3 passes, and that's, you know, 10 points. You know, it's not very.
Okay, here we go. So Vikings lose. The Rams could very well lose before the end of the year. Okay.
So we're basically eyes on Vikings. The rest we can't worry about. Falcons. We would have the tiebreaker over the Saints.
So we could make it and the Rams make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they added that extra wild card spot a couple of years ago.
Greg joined the chat. Got any tips on how to make your kid eat her chicken? Douse that shit in Frank's.
Frank's. Kids love Frank's.
Frank's has a new slogan. They still do that. I put that shit on everything at the end. But there's something new where it's like Frank it or like Frank off or something like that.
I think the classic, you know, airplane game still works pretty good for me.
Yeah. That's how I prefer to be fed.
Of course, she's almost 2 now, so you know you can always resort to, you know, negative, you know, threats. You know, Santa may not come.
That's right.
Or
as soon as you can start leveraging Christmas gifts as a parent, I would. That would be big.
Santa is watching, always watching.
Every time you get served carrots, Santa sees.
There's always the you know, when they get old enough, you make them go kill the chicken themselves.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Oh, yeah. Let's not piss this away. No Newman on the field?
Not yet. If you missed it, Craig. Newman went in at a goal line package
Successfully.
for our first touchdown. Second week in a row, I think they did that. I get an alert. I have like alert set up, so like
as soon as he goes
like R. Newman reports is in the game, because they always have to like announce him reporting as eligible for the because he's at the very end of the heavy package.
Oh, I'm gonna mark him out. It is interesting. Do you think that like they like why would they want him on the line for like a goal line stand versus like just your standard?
I think that's just they're bringing in an extra lineman, so he's basically a lineman, but he's just lining up where the tight end would have been.
Gotcha.
So it's just a heavier package.
So he's not replacing someone on the line. He's just like a bigger body than a.
And he's probably the more versatile of the backup linemen.
So in that situation, he was actually an eligible receiver.
Right. So he could have. Lucky he didn't get lit up there. Oh, they're
okay.
Roughing the passer or holding.
Okay. Still should have completed that pass. I mean, wow! Look at these names. Yatur Gross Matos.
Ooh, I don't know if I agree with that. It looked like there may have been some helmet connection.
Yeah. I wonder which official threw the flag. Because if you're behind him and you see his head pop a little bit.
They softened a little bit on the roughing the passer. They got a little too crazy with it for, I think it peaked.
Well, they had ancient quarterbacks. When you got Breeze, Rodgers, Manning, Brady. Love can stand in there a little bit longer.
Taylor's in the game in the backfield, so
okay.
Neither Dillon or Jones.
Oh.
Do we have a college check on Tucker Kraft?
All tight ends come from Iowa.
That's what I was going to say. Surely not another Iowa, but you see him and you just... South Dakota State.
Okay.
He's probably leading the team the last 4 weeks in targets.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want Andres to kick a 53-yarder right now.
Carlson Redemption Tour.
I mean, you'd think in Carolina it would be like ideal kicking conditions right now.
It's crazy. Oh, yeah, we're going for it.
Do it. Man, you got to think this is... Okay, this would be his career long. Hey! Nice!
Looked as easy as... Looked like he had it for 60.
Yeah. Okay, 53-yarder after a missed extra point. Good redemption.
Take back everything we said.
Yeah.
There's Newman. Newman responsible for 13 of the 16 points.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I can't believe how many commercials Travis Kelce is doing now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of...
Well, you were talking about the whole the Kelce Swift complex.
It's not a horribly organic thing that happened. He definitely, a couple seasons passed and he saw the, Tyreek Hill and the Mahomes treatment, and he kind of said, I'm going to hire a publicist and I'm going to be a very popular person just because. Well, I think the Kelce's
brothers,
the fact that they played in the Super Bowl last year was like a very, very good story for the internet. People loved that. And now Jason Kelce has a Christmas album, which has no chance of being good, but they're just kind of adding. They're kind of adding to their catalog of like actor, singer, and he somehow was. I believe one of those magazines named him "Sexiest Man Alive." Yeah. Which
look, he's not an ugly guy.
No. He looks like a slip-in saloon regular.
Yeah. He does. Which I mean, I don't know. It's they're succeeding at what they're trying to do for sure. I think it's like when I saw them do the chunky noodle soup with their mom, like the fact that they get their mom involved is like how Donovan McNabb did Campbell's. That
was like the first, I think, thing I remember seeing them like.
Well, you told me about the Raising Cane's thing, and I was like, yeah, this is gone beyond.
Craig, if you're still listening, fact check me on this. I believe he owns the huge pickleball complex that they just opened in St. Charles, Missouri, or is a part owner.
I mean, I would love, if I had that kind of money, I would do that stuff all the time. I'd buy a pickleball complex, a brewery, a coffee,
I would strictly open things where, like,
I'd want to go.
Right. Yeah. Where, like, you showing up is, like, always cool and everyone enjoys it.
Right.
Because everyone is there just having a great time.
Yeah. If Travis Kelce bought a dog food company, not very exciting. Not the right market. That Grinch mask is creepy.
Yeah. The more unrealistic the Grinch masks are, the kind of...
Yeah. It looks less like... Okay, I'm gonna get a little more coffee. You want any more coffee?
No, I'm okay. Well, actually, I might need a little ice, if anything.
Okay, ice you up. You want like maybe a half cup or something?
Yeah, just a little coffee. No extra.
No milk?
I already got it diluted a little bit, so. A little too easy. Defensive issues are not figured out. Still soft, even with Jair back. Defense is looking
shaky or good?
Not great. I mean, quick passes, so it's not as if we're... Yeah, but...
I bought this when I was at 5 and below. Big League Chew. Oh.
Not the easiest thing to find anymore.
I know, it was one of those, like it was in line at the checkout purchases, and I was like, grape Big League Chew. When is the next chance I'm going to have next time I'm going to have a chance to buy some of that?
What store is that?
5 and below, or 5 below. It's just like everything's under $5.
Ah.
They basically just sell notebooks and pens and candy.
Notebooks, pens, candy. So all the last minute stocking stuffers, that's your store?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
All right.
It was madness there.
We have a Titans lead.
Oh, yeah, what are the other
Shout out
scores?
Tennessee. Ball in the red zone again. That would be huge for the playoff hopes. If we can get a Vikings loss and a Seahawks loss.
Nice! Good stand.
There we go.
And that, what would that be field goal wise?
I mean, this is huge. 4 minutes left to go in the half. We get a chance to...
Turnover on downs here would be really big.
Because 16-10, I mean, we've been playing a lot better than only being up by 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
4th and 2. I wonder what their percentage is, though. Like, have they tried beyond, like, 2 yards to gain? Jam it! Nice!
What a play.
Way to get in the backfield.
That's McDuffie.
That was huge. Yeah, after he didn't even get a
Kingsley
step
was the
forward.
first one
I was
to it.
on him.
That's, again, that's like the third Joe Barry just reference.
Yeah.
That's not on accident. They know that the people are wanting to see something out of him.
Uh-huh. He's, is he getting the Matt Canada treatment, you think? Or Matt Canada.
Is this in the way if I sit that there?
Oh yeah, Matt, the audio's just fucked, dude. I don't know. I got this audio interface that I don't normally use, and the equalizer on it is just...
Is it still squeaky? Is that still the main issue? Or we?
Yeah. Let me see.
It's so squeaky.
Yeah. I don't know how to fix it. Okay. While we have the time, I'm gonna try to toy with this. How's that sound? Okay. How's that? That's a little better. No, still shit. Okay. Yeah. Just gonna be helium voice. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna keep pressing buttons, Matt. Okay. Maybe if I take it down there and I bring it up here, it won't cut so much. Does that sound better? No. Well, I guess that's just what we got today. Test. Test. Testing. Is that better? No. Well, I'm sorry, Matt. You're getting a low quality product. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Well, if you're watching, folks, and it's your first time, my voice doesn't actually sound like this. But you never know it. All right, so after a nice turnover on downs, we get the ball back. Oh, I didn't even put the dang score on here. What am I even thinking?
I wish I wouldn't have listened to it.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about it and then tuning back in, and then I'm like,
That's okay. Little novelty Christmas
yeah,
episode.
Alvin and the Chipmunks episode. I didn't even put the score on here. What am I thinking? Christmas time, Christmas time.
Had to start Mason Rudolph. I don't even.
The championship.
We had a good 3-minute segment on
Yeah.
your success, so
Well, now we're back. For real, for real.
yeah, that's our bad. But congratulations, Mason Rudolph. So firmly in field goal range. We also discussed how cool it is. Bo Melton, the name. Getting a chance. Another 3rd and long. Whoop! Touchdown, Wicks.
Any action?
Touchdown.
Hey.
Devontae Wicks, another
Jeez.
rookie. Another big 3rd and long, though.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of been the story.
Ooh.
Him getting out of the pocket.
Yeah. Beautiful. Dontavian Wicks. Let's go.
That's huge. That makes the halftime look a little.
Oh.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's like the battery and something is dying.
Yeah.
And it's getting squeakier and squeakier.
So I can after this is all done, I can fix the audio in post. So at least like when you go back and rewatch the video, it'll be normal. But uh, yeah, that's funny.
For now, it's a treat
Yeah,
for everybody.
which is just so funny that that happened, and also it's like a lot of people are tuning in. Like 50 people by halftime.
Do you think there's access, excess of people sitting at home, combing through streams at their parents' house, home for the holidays?
For sure. Yeah, I like read that the week between Christmas and New Year's, when a lot of people have downtime and stuff, that's the most watched live stream week of the year. Um, which I might put together some just like 29th, 30th live streams just to do something.
A couple specials.
Yeah. But we'll see. I was thinking about here doing a live stream of me just playing pinball in the garage. People like that.
Yeah, if you got the camera set up right, that would be good.
Because I could set up, like when I do drawing, I have an old phone, my like Pixel 4, and I like just put that overhead. I could like do that for the pinball, potentially. But also I do that and I keep screwing up the stream, and like the camera doesn't work, and or I don't charge the phone enough. It's all a learning process, but you know, if you click back through all of my live streams this year, they have gotten a little bit better every time.
Hey,
that's really all you can ask for.
Exactly.
Well, except for this one where the voice dive, but let's just act like we wanted to do a special chipmunk episode. Okay. 3rd and 10. Nice. Did he catch that?
Oh, he did.
This will be 4th and 1.
This will be a good Packers secondary test with the. This is kind of usually where they.
So I think he is short, but 4th and 1 from there with 29 seconds and a half, you don't want to go for it, right? Like if
you definitely risk like giving us an immediate shot.
Yeah. It would give us an automatic field goal, which would make it a 3-score game. Okay, so they are going to kick. Let's see that big... does Mixon still return? I guess Reed was doing a couple of returns, but...
Yeah, I think Reed was doing punt.
Oh, get away from it. Get away from it! Number 45? Who is that? What are you doing?
That was almost a disaster. Did that Johnny Hecker? Do they have Johnny Hecker and Greg Zuerlein?
Well, Zuerlein is from...
Oh, he's on the Jets, right?
Yeah.
But they're both still in the league?
Yeah. I remember Greg the Leg did like a whole video with the Dude Perfect guys. And now they do the Thursday night alternate broadcast. Have you seen that?
No.
So on Prime, you can watch the regular broadcast, or you can watch the Dude Perfect broadcast. Or maybe they just did it one week, but I watched it. It was pretty, like, I was excited. Like, basically, that's what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
An alternate broadcast. And I was like, that would be cool if it was, like, more personable, you know? Like,
was it gimmicky, or was it...
They were playing games the whole time. They were, like, they had, like, pop a shot, you know? And they weren't paying... And, like, that's okay, I guess, if you're doing that at halftime. But the game was going on. There was, like, 4th and 1s, and they're, like, playing games, not paying attention. I'm like, you're being paid handsomely to be like the broadcaster, but I guess they also want them to be like the people that don't care about the game as much,
right?
To like be doing stuff. I don't know.
That was such lightning in a bottle with. One of the very first viral trends, like right when everyone decided, right when everyone first had access to like viral videos via YouTube, via their phone or whatever, it was like trick shots were
Huge.
the first viral trend, and they just right place, right time.
Oh yeah, and like that whole thing too. That guy, he was gonna be like a quarterback D1 somewhere, like Texas Tech or something. He was like a really big deal quarterback, and he broke his femur. And so like he kind of ruined his football chances, and he just all those early videos, he has like a full leg cast, and he's like throwing basketballs and stuff. And that was just like why they did that. And I think that's crazy that they're millionaires off
Yeah.
of just that.
Well, have you seen there? Is it somewhere in Texas? Their like headquarters. They have like a big like basically fantasy factory. Yeah.
I mean, that is the modern dream. Rob Dyrdek did the Fantasy Factory, and now every YouTuber kind of eventually builds their own.
Well, even Barstool in Chicago just built a
Yeah.
like basketball court, and they're always on like go karts and
The Dude Perfect alternate broadcast. There should be Barstool guys on that.
yeah.
There's definitely guys at Barstool that would nail that.
Right.
And Amazon. Well, the other thing is Amazon allows you. They don't follow the same FTC guidelines or whatever.
Okay.
So you can curse, you can talk about whatever you want, because it's streaming. Somehow it's not the same as a network.
Yeah, that was where the Barstool and mainstream intersection didn't quite work.
Right. And that's why they would be, because I think that's what people really want, is they want like a broadcaster that feels more like a friend hang.
Right.
And that like isn't limited in what they can talk about and doesn't have to
Right.
have this professional polish on it.
Right. They want someone to say, "Crap, that sucks,"
Yeah.
instead of like just
Right.
exactly what happened.
Like and also, I want to listen to a Packers fan. You know, like when it's 4th and 1 for the Packers and they don't get it, I want the broadcaster to be like, "Fuck," you know.
Yeah.
And I think in the past,
Oh.
oh wow,
kind of unnecessary to risk someone getting hurt there, but
yeah, kneeling it out probably would have made sense, but it was fun. Look how jacked they make them.
Yeah.
Like.
The anime
arms. Anime Jordan Love has 0.1% body fat. All right, folks. 23-10 at halftime. About on pace with what I think everyone expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2-score lead. It would be nice if we had that extra point and it was 24-10 right now. Just a little padding, but
this is a not super competitive Panthers team, but they did just beat Atlanta last week.
True.
And Joe Barry's out there trying to save his job, so any steps in the right direction there.
And the Lions are getting the best of the Vikings right now. That's good. I'll pull up the other scores here.
Oh, it's close.
Oh, wow. Who's got the ball right now going in half? Oh, that's the other thing. We can do red zone.
Nice.
So we'll do red zone during half.
The Lions have to be one of the most interesting teams when it comes to division versus non-divisional games.
Mm-hmm.
They look so bad against the Bears twice. Not great against the Vikings twice.
Lost to us.
But who did they play last week? I can't even remember now, but they looked untouchable.
Yeah, it's impossible to. They could beat or lose to anyone, I think, in the NFL right now. And at the beginning of the season, we went to the Thursday night game where they waxed us.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, wow, they're really untouchable. But that was also, we didn't have Aaron Jones, or at least Aaron Jones was limited at that game. And we were missing a couple people, but I think Christian Watson, no, he had a touchdown, so.
Yeah.
But still, the Lions, like, I don't know what's going on with them. Like, I want them to succeed. Like, the Vikings, the Bears, any other NFC North team, I always want them to lose regardless. But the Lions, like Detroit, is the Cleveland of,
For sure.
I
would root for the Lions over a lot, over the Rams, over the Seahawks, over probably over the Eagles and Chiefs.
Yeah. The only one I like the Lions. I like the Dolphins. I think that's I like what's his name, McDaniels.
It's good to see teams get rewarded for doing the right thing, going out and signing big time players. Like,
right.
Not, the Packers are kind of the, I think everyone thinks this of their own team, but the Packers are very much a Moneyball type team.
Right.
We're
trying to get the most of the Dontavian Wickses.
We don't trade draft picks. We don't we don't sign expensive veterans just to make a run. We kind of stick to business decisions.
When we draft the tight end, it's big news because we never get any receivers. Oh, that's crap. And the other thing too is I do feel Goff is owed something a bit because like Stafford left and won a Super Bowl. Whoa.
That could very well be a matchup as Rams, Lions.
Are they both NFC?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be really interesting. And that would be like a cool story to see Jared Goff get through the Rams. But yeah, the NFC in general. I like the Eagles though. I'm pulling for them, but like Lions, Dolphins, I think would be a really cool Super Bowl.
Both teams that underdogs perennially,
right?
But also kind of big name teams.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not it's not as if it's a small market. Either of those.
Yeah, they both have young guys that are doing big things. I mean, I think.
Oh.
Wow.
Case Keenum. I don't know that I understand the Case Keenum start. I know he's kind of a savvy veteran, like we just talked about, but they have Davis Mills on the bench, who, by all accounts, seems to be a pretty okay quarterback. I mean, he started 17 games last year or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's so weird that the Browns and the Texans have winning records, When's the last time? Yeah, this whole season is upside down. The fact that the Patriots are like one of the worst teams in the league.
Right. Right. Not only bad, but so bad that they're not even in the picture with still a few, games left to go.
Yeah. Which I am loving that. I love to see Belichick slide a bit.
Yeah. Well, I think he's out. I don't know if it's
I know they announced he's not gonna
come back. I don't know if that was like they both agreed or check that one.
Oh, uncatchable.
Yeah, you don't see many uncatchable calls. They don't like to pull.
But I think that's the
that's the time to use it, but
especially I do think that I, at least anecdotally, have noticed when it comes down to the end of games and people are one score down, Mahomes tried to get a pass interference call. People are taking big shots just to get PI at the end of the game, and even if there is contact, they're leaning on the side of not calling it just to not break a game wide open.
Right.
And I like that. I'm happy about that. Jets are, wow. What an irrelevant game.
Yeah.
And the 49ers actually, that's the right call. 49ers this season, usually I just hate the 49ers, and they've had the Packers number, and they've been good when they shouldn't be, but I really like Brock Purdy. I think it's so cool, the Mr. Irrelevant story, and I don't necessarily think he should win MVP, because that's the conversation people are having, but I think it's really cool.
I'm okay with him not winning because I'm okay with a non-QB winning almost every year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fun to look at other positions as valuable and bigger term. I think that the QB just always has a leg up.
I don't think they'll give it to Tyreek Hill, but I think is he over 2,000 yards now?
No, I don't know. He's been hurt, or he's been off and on the field the last couple games.
Yeah. I just think that like there are other offensive position. Woo!
Oh,
They're giving it to him.
wow. From this view, it didn't look.
Yeah, you gotta see his feet there. The reach was far enough if he wasn't out of bounds.
It's crazy how mirrored the Jets and the Mets are at, like, you know, every couple years they really do the right thing by trying to go for it. Make a couple good picks. They make some of the right, they Brees Hall, some of these guys are good.
Oh, so it is a touchdown. So, do you see that? Like his foot is like kind of hovering at the end. Okay, so it looks like his left foot, I guess, is out, but he's still in the air.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
Crazy. What an athletic play. So they don't even have a chance of making the playoffs, right? Like, no, you couldn't. Has anyone ever made? I mean, obviously, 17 games is new, but like, has anyone ever made with a losing record?
The 2010, 11 year that the Rams drafted Sam Bradford.
They made it.
They did not make it, but the Seahawks made it that year with a 7-9 record. We had the same record. They beat us head-to-head tiebreaker. That's the year of the Marshawn Lynch run. Whatever they call that with him and who was the Hassel? Who was the quarterback that year? But that was I think they played the Saints round 1 and were 7-9, and that was when the beast mode began.
Right.
That's the last time I remember.
Yeah, who was pre-Russell Wilson? Matt Hasselbeck was at one point. Did they have anyone in between?
No, probably not. Well, because when was Wilson drafted?
He was
13.
He was the year before I went to college, or I went to UW.
14.
So 2013 or 2012 or around then. Yeah, because I guess, well, I went to Swick, and I think he was the starting quarterback the year I was at Swick, which would have been 2013. Somewhere around then. But that's like when the Seahawks rebranded too, because Richard Sherman, Legion of Boom, that all came at once. And then they changed their logo.
They added the very lime green.
Yes.
And then every Seahawks fan had to update it was like the most successful rebrand. Like no one in Seattle reps like the old school scheme.
Right.
They're all new jerseys.
Bright. Because the old scheme was like gray and like very...
It was literally dark blue and darker blue.
Yeah.
Or greenish blue.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was kind of...
bluish green and greenish blue.
It's, I think the Bucks kind of stole that rebranding effort because they did that too, like when Giannis was second or third. I remember I was in college and they had a Bucks, they revealed the new logo and they did this halftime show that was hilarious. Like so stupid. Like they had this big artist come out and they did a huge like drum like like native drums. Like there was no theme to it, and then they just revealed the logos and there was 3 logos and there was like a voting process. And I'm glad they picked the one that they did, but they had this really cartoony purple deer head that could have been one of them. So glad it wasn't.
Do they still use some purple every once in a while? They've got some.
Yeah. So their alternate city jerseys are like...
Because they also have the
blue.
Cream City.
Yes.
Which one of Derek's good friends described to me why Milwaukee is the Cream City, and I forget.
It's because they all had this, like, they had bricks made of this, like, cream-colored stone. So, like, most of the original buildings are, like, off-white cream stone.
Quite the identity.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but it's like the windy city in Chicago. It's not because it's actually windy; it's because of this other thing. But like Milwaukee, you'd think cream dairy,
Yeah,
but it's not that, and it is strange. But also, it's like it's I don't know. That's not even something I noticed about Milwaukee. Like when I went there, it doesn't look like that.
right. When someone pointed it out, there's you see a historic building. It's interesting, but
Right.
yeah, it doesn't.
Doesn't pop out at you. And no one, to my knowledge, ever called Milwaukee that before. The Bucks was the first I ever heard of that. So, but yeah, I
Is
mean, look at
this?
their little head right there on the scoreboard, lime green.
Yeah,
That's their whole branding now. And I think it's fascinating that Marshawn Lynch has made a whole brand out of his thing, and he was just in a movie.
was he?
Yeah, he did like it was like a cameo, like I'm Marshawn Lynch or whatever. But it's so interesting. He was like the guy that wouldn't talk or wouldn't do interviews, and now he's kind of like a public figure.
Right.
And
Definitely some talk because he's from Oakland. So
Mhm.
even though Seattle's kind of the claim to fame, he went and played that year or two at Oakland to end his career, and I think Oakland's talked about bringing him back in some sort of role.
Mhm.
Also, I believe it was him, an episode of Bar Rescue
Okay.
on a restaurant he owned in Oakland.
He's like that's what he's great at. They like bring him out, and it's just like getting him on camera is its own spectacle. And then he says like three words. I feel like he's like Jay and Silent Bob. Like he's a silent figure. Oh, okay. We're back up. Let's get the Packers game rolling. Did I miss it? Okay.
Yeah, Falcons are winning over the Colts.
But in the hunt.
Yeah,
No.
another team that thought wasn't going to be very good this year. They drafted that quarterback, looked decent. Jonathan Taylor had all that stuff, was thinking about holding out.
Yeah.
All like that was
That
like
was so strange.
with the owner, Ursay or whatever. Was it with him that they had the big like controversy?
I don't know what the whole thing was, but I just know like when it came fantasy draft time, everyone was freaking out because
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know, is he even going to play the whole season?
And he's back today after being injured again.
Oh. Jonathan Taylor though was like, I was really lucky that he would like played for Wisconsin while I was at Wisconsin because he was so good.
Yeah, one of the. I mean, since like I don't even know who else. Since the Reggie Bush s type like
Yeah.
college, like how much more he stood out on the field, like athletic wise, than everyone else.
Yeah, that when he broke the single game rushing yards record, I was working at the Union across the street from Camp Randall. I was so upset that
Yeah,
because if you work at the Union, there's however many home games, 5 or 6 or something like that, and you
are
have
there for like helping people as they.
yeah. So they have like a whole tailgate thing, and then like uh the the Union has a hotel in it, so we also like give people hotel keys and like is mostly telling people where the bathroom was during game day. But everyone has to work one game, and I just randomly got that one, and I was like, damn it. But,
Memorable in its own way.
right. Still very cool. And then that record got broken like 2 weeks later by like,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, by someone that's technically Division 1, but not really like
Yeah, it was
a Jackson State type.
yeah. Falcons scored again. Well, they've got Taylor Heineke starting, which they look better every time they start him. I don't know why. He hasn't been starting the last like 8 games.
Oh yeah, another journeyman. It's right here, dog. All right, Tom Grossi didn't bless us with a raid this time, but
Probably someone gave him a heads up. It was a chipmunk special, and he didn't want any part of it.
63 people though, pretty good.
63 unique views.
Unique viewers.
That's kind of crazy.
Let's see how many came from Instagram.
You can track which link they clicked on.
I can't always tell where they came from, but I can tell like 3 people clicked from Instagram. So that means most of them were just like browsing streams and picked this one.
Nice.
I put on the thumbnail. What did I put this time? I put like a family Christmas edition or something.
Someone thought they were in for like some family fun.
Yeah. Here's the thumbnail for this week. Week 16 family Christmas edition. So maybe that was more tempting to people. Chuba. I remember last year, Chuba Hubbard like saved my season because they announced. I remember I was in Bend, Oregon on a road trip, and they announced Christian McCaffrey was going to the 49ers.
Oh, yes.
And it was on a Friday, so you could pick up the backup without doing waivers. And I just like got like Deontay Foreman, Chuba Hubbard, and like so I had just had some other running back that like got out for the season like that same week. It was perfect, and that was a great season until I lost in the championship. But I only had one loss all season. I was so amped, and I lost in the champ. And also the championship that year was crazy because it was that game where the guy for the Bills went to the hospital.
Oh, they basically canceled the game.
Right. And like that was everyone's fantasy championship. So a lot of games were determined by that Monday night. That was the
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin.
Is he still a shoe-in for comeback player no matter what? No matter if Joe Flacco looks great these last couple weeks?
Yeah, I guess. I don't even know if he gets that much time for the Bills. Like
No, I don't think. I think he's played like a couple special team downs, and that's pretty strictly it.
I mean, still on paper, great comeback to be
right.
Like, to not have a heartbeat.
And it's not as if it's an award that I think people take a lot of deliberation in anyway, so I think it's okay to give it just in a emotional sense.
Yeah. Mingo? A Mingo stole my baby.
I think they said...
They called that a hold?
I don't think so. I think they said this is the first, like only the second game all year that Stokes and Jair have both been playing.
Oh. Well, we held them to 10 points. I mean, it's hard to gauge how well we're doing with Panthers, but... Is Chuba his birth name, or is that a nickname?
I think his real name. That's a good question.
It always makes me think of Chumbawamba.
Chuba Hubba.
Chuba Hubba. Now, he would be a great Hubba Bubba spokesperson. They're missing out there. Jalen Hulu has live sports. That's the best one so far.
That is a good one.
But
I mean, we were Hulu people for a second.
That's true. Not anymore, Hulu. You didn't have a good enough product for us. Try again. Hopefully.
The IP address throttling was
Bullshit.
more than we could handle.
Yeah, I really don't think I'm gonna look into YouTube to make sure they don't have that, but it's my understanding that they don't have that. So
I think they. I mean, if they're listening, I don't mean to.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I think they do. I just think you can manipulate it a little easier.
got you.
You only have to check into your home
Like one time.
like quarterly,
Okay.
and you can do it via a VPN, or your mom can just
Like hit a.
log into Bennett's account briefly,
Gotcha.
and then log out,
Gotcha.
and that's just like your check-in.
Okay, we would never do that. We
will.
We're YouTube. We're just travelers.
That's theoretical.
That's just the thing. We kind of live without a home. Without I'm a man without an IP address. I'm gonna have myself a little caramel.
There you go.
What do you like, a caramel?
I think wait. Is it a funny caramel?
Oh no.
Then regular, yeah.
Vanilla cream.
I was gonna say still have church later.
Yeah, the funny caramels. I almost made funny caramels. All right, Bryce Young, 3rd and 7, on the edge of field goal range here, and
See where the mark is.
probably close enough to go for it. I do think he's short, but it's real close.
Has Owen's been playing, the husband of Simone Biles. Did you see his latest controversy?
No.
He basically did an interview and kind of subtly mentioned that when he first met Simone, he was unaware of her stardom.
Okay.
He didn't really know what,
She was like.
Basically, it sounded like maybe he didn't put it very delicately, but he basically, I think, was just saying he didn't follow a lot of like Olympic gymnastics, so he just didn't understand and people are very, very angry about that.
That's dumb. Did she know exactly who he was?
I have to imagine he's from St. Louis.
Oh yeah,
I believe, because there's been some emos talk around her when they got married.
See, I thought
like she did a Twitter review of emos at one point, I believe.
Oh. And what did she say? Trash?
I think she was kind. I don't think she said it was her favorite, but I think she was
diplomatic.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the controversy was that like Jonathan Owens made that hit that everyone like complained should have been a flag.
Oh yeah.
Which was, I think, legal and fine. It was inbounds. It was right at the first down marker. But no, I haven't seen anything from him. Oh shit.
Slight lag. Balls in the air.
Nice.
Oh, that might be a flag. Nope.
Nice. Oh, there's Jonathan Owens.
Yeah. Just good timing.
Is the flag down by the receiver though? Roughing the passer? Are you kidding me? That's
probably could have been. Yeah, let's see when the ball gets there. It's so tough to tell in real time. Oh. Yep. McDuffie. He's in for Campbell.
McDuffie's a fun name.
Still a game. You don't want to just give them a lot of free stuff. The longer a team just lingers, if it's one score game at any point, like all it takes is a muffed punt or pick six or something. Not to no jinxes here or
Right.
anything. Just to
And like I mean, right now our special teams defensively and our field goal kicking and everything, it's like those are the little one score game difference makers, and I don't trust a lot of them right now.
yes. Oh no,
Oh wow.
Lions. We just talked you up.
What happened to Dobbs? Did he get hurt, or did they just go with Mullins?
Just went with Mullins. He looked great for 2 games. Came out, got injured, came back, and then for like 2 games looked just terrible.
Huh.
Leads the league in turnovers now,
Oh.
or is tied.
Ah.
Craig popped in and asked that question and just didn't say anything. No tips from anyone either.
Yeah, chat died off. 69 viewers. Hell yeah. That is interesting that I guess YouTube just pushed this video a little bit more. It seems like every time I do it, they just organically put it in front of people a little bit more.
Maybe some family and Christmas keywords.
Could be.
People are just searching
Christmas
those.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is in the title, too. Yeah. Yeah, I think that like YouTube just over time, like the more consistently you post, they just give you a little bit more play. And because like every time I live stream, like organically I get like 5-ish more.
Yeah, that's good.
Ah,
Oh,
now it's a 1-score game. Now it's a 6-point. Oh, not they got to make that extra point.
Yeah.
But really don't like the fact that it's a 6-point game.
yeah, I keep kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
I think they're doing the same thing. It seems like foot off the pedal.
Man, that was a hole.
Were we in our classic nickel 2 down lineman set there?
Oh, they have Andy Dalton too?
Yeah, he started most of the games last year, I think.
Oh, no
Did he
way.
miss it?
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Hey.
huge. That's
Yeah,
big.
that is really big. Really unexpected, but big. Okay, it's a 7-point game, folks. No matter how you spin it, one of the weirdest ways to end up with a 23-16 game. Mom, Abby, you want to come make an appearance on stream?
Do you want to bring the dogs?
Yeah, bring the dogs.
We have a chipmunk filter voice, so
Yeah.
if you don't want to sound like that to everyone watching, I understand. It's too late for me.
Too late. If you're watching this post stream, hopefully it's fixed, and you're like, "What chipmunk voice?"
True, that might create some intrigue for the future.
Yeah, and yeah. So if you're watching this later, you'll never know what that sounds like. Even though technically you could download this and run it through a chipmunk filter, you'll never know exactly what it sounded like.
Could be a Wonka themed,
Yeah,
Oompa Loompa themed.
I would watch the new Wonka. I just like, oh, who was it? Was it maybe it was Jack over Thanksgiving? Someone younger. I was talking to them about like the new Wonka, and I was talking about the original, meaning like obviously the Gene Wilder one, and they were referring to the Johnny Depp one as like the original Wonka, and I was like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, especially because I don't think the Johnny Depp one really lives in a lot of rewatch lore.
Right, and it's creepy. It's like
I don't
Tim
think it's
Burton.
on like TV, like
Exactly. TBS doesn't do. It's not in their
Right.
rotation.
it's not like The Grinch where you can have some legitimate like animated Jim Carrey, like who's your go-to?
Right. You're getting different things. Like, yeah, exactly. It's a worse live action in my opinion. And also Chalamet though, he seems a bit too young to be Willy Wonka. I need Willy Wonka to be 40.
Also, the guy who plays in The Bear, who everyone says looks a lot like Gene Wilder,
Oh yeah,
could have been that
he
guy,
would have been awesome.
and could have been a bit more like, probably could have pulled off a little bit more of that mystique. Like, is this a villain? Is this a dangerous man? And less of just like the goofy.
Yeah.
Because the Gene Wilder was his thing, right? You were kind of like, wait, is this a funny candy guy, or is this like a
Yeah, he could fluctuate between like cheery and intense.
right? He kind of had some like Frankenstein vibes of like he lives in this mansion by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a complete freak?
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White, or he's a whatever his name is. He's a three-namer. I like him. I think I would have liked to see Miles Teller. I love Miles Teller. But someone like Chalamet is just too boyish. Playoffs.
He's had the chipmunk filter.
Yeah, yeah. Hey! Coco! Coco, come get on stream!
She doesn't look too excited.
No, he's really tired.
Coco, baby, you want to get on stream? Go to Zach. You're on stream!
You're on Coco Cam.
71 viewers!
Wow.
And we sound. Have you been listening at all?
Oh, Matt came back to say Depp is his Wonka.
Matt said that. Depp.
Depp is his Wonka.
So there's more people out there who are Depp stan, Wonka stans.
Well, Matt is 23. Matt, you're 23. So that's like the cutoff. I feel like 25 and younger right now, Johnny Depp is their Wonka.
But isn't Charlie?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
I just think that the original looms
Ooh!
so large. Ooh, that's a big hit.
Ouch. He's okay though. He's not okay though.
You hit those quads too hard.
Yeah, I would not go low on AJ Dillon. But yeah, I mean, in 30 years, there will be adults who will say Timothy Chalamet is their Wonka. It's crazy that it took that long to make a remake, I guess. I think we're living in a world of like remakes and sequels are everything.
They're remaking Mean Girls.
They are?
Yeah, isn't that horrible?
Are they doing like in that universe it's them growing up, or are they just straight up redoing it?
It's a good question. I don't know. I hope it's
Timothy Chalamet plays Lindsay Lohan.
yeah. Yeah, because Mean Girls, some movies still like if they're new enough, not enough has changed in the world of cinema that like it needs a
Right.
like that still plays well. Yeah. One scene.
Yeah, Mean Girls, it's like you need high school dynamics to change before you
Right.
that.
You need people to like watch and be like, I don't understand. But it's like
Yeah. In Mean Girls, do they have a cord phone? Because that could be
They have cell
right. See, that's not far enough.
phones.
We
And
need
even
to be
the-
20 years.
even the actresses are still like relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams.
Still
Oh, Matt said Flacco just made the throw of the year
Flacco for
Cleveland.
maybe he beats out Hanlon.
for comeback.
If you've got some spare money to throw around, maybe him if he's still plus 900.
Do they? Can you bet that?
Yeah.
Huh.
The comeback player of the year.
I gotta get on X and see this Flacco throw. Hey you! Did you just snap Zach streaming? And me.
Coco isn't really quite camera ready.
Zach, is this your first stream
First ever.
ever? Wow. And Matt, if you want to follow Zach on Instagram, you freaking can't.
No.
Don't even try.
You can try to find me on X, and maybe even then it might be tough.
Woo! Yeah, Flacco did just make a great throw. Peep this sec.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that Amari Cooper? Yeah.
Those are the type of like Rodgers, Manning, even Flacco throws that we're not getting a lot of anymore.
Right.
You know, we have to rely totally on Mahomes and
I feel like like Tua and Tyreek connect for those. Tua,
Allen and Diggs can have some.
yeah,
Have had some good ones.
yeah, it's really on like the top 5 receivers. I that's what it feels like more. It feels like huge passing plays like that, like the Joe Flacco, Amari Cooper. I'm kind of putting it more on Amari Cooper, where I'm like,
Right.
but that still feels like 40 yards in the air.
Ooh.
Okay. Did you have a nice nap, Abby?
I did.
Yeah,
That's what Christmas is about.
it is. It is nice taking that.
Ginger just as worn out as Coco.
Yeah. Neither of them was gonna follow me. I can only carry one.
Yeah. I say she's like
She's
immediately went back to sleep.
Ginger was napping at my feet on the couch, and I was like so kind of sick, and I accidentally kicked her. So I didn't know she was there.
Did we want to watch? So there was some talk of watching Candy Cane Lane tonight, but
What we watched last year?
no, it just came out this year with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
But I'm open to a throwback Christmas movie. I'm open to.
Mom wants to watch Elf.
Well, I know Elf. We're gonna watch Elf.
I throw my hat in the classics. A Year Without a Santa Claus.
He only wants to watch the claymation one.
I like the claymation ones. I want to watch like Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
That
That's
is a
kind of
good
where
one.
I'm at. I want to watch one just like different from what we normally watch, or like Scrooged with Bill Murray. I like that one.
Okay.
I like the original,
Did
the
we watch
animated
Die Hard last
Grinch.
year?
The animated Grinch is great.
Why do you only want animated?
Well, not the new. I just not the new animated Grinch. The
Oh.
oldest, like the
What's
original
the one
Grinch.
with- What's his face? What is his name?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim
The non-animated one.
You're just like, that sounds good, but what if we did the one you don't want?
We watched that one too. I mean those are equal in my mind. I feel like the old.
Go. Oh. But yeah, Matt, I guess I didn't see the contact on Flacco there. So, but apparently Matt said he was getting hit low high, making that throw. I like Joe Flacco, you know? I think it's
It's kind of crazy. I mean, he had that year on the Jets, and it was kind of like, well, I guess he's done. And it just kind of again goes to show you that having a good team is the most important thing.
Yeah. It would be cool to see him make a run. Like, I think he got a bit of the Eli Manning treatment where he won a Super Bowl, but people were like, it was just a product of everything that's around you. Oh my goodness. Go,
Is that
Dylan.
again?
Or maybe not. Was it 85 blocking or carrying?
I couldn't tell. Let's see.
Let's take it to the fourth.
Lions back in the lead.
That's good.
Titans still holding a lead, just barely.
What is that? Nice. Not Gatorade, though?
No.
Okay.
We should use this to take our family picture tonight.
Yeah.
The lighting would be so good.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll use the proper tripod. I'll take it on my real camera. We're all picture. Also, with that lens, it'll be really good. I didn't bring a memory card. I think I might have one in my backpack, but I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, we could take some real good pictures because that new lens is like portrait-y. You know? That's why we
Not
look so
very.
good.
Yeah.
See how? No. Do you think that was just a lot of excitement with the scavenger hunt?
Yeah. Yeah, just between like just getting up, having breakfast, like the fact that everyone was moving around in the kitchen, I feel like they just anytime you're touching the counter, they get like so excited to get food and stuff,
They're pretty big daytime nappers too, so
interfering with that.
especially if they were up at before 7.
And up later last night.
Yeah, I completely forgot Coco was under the couch here because we sat out here, and then I was gonna go to bed and so and then you went upstairs and opened one of the doors, and she thought there was an intruder.
And so she popped her head up.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's insufferable. These billboards are everywhere around Green Bay. Bye, Coco. Mom, you want to come be on stream? we have 2,000 people watching right now.
A lot of requests.
Yeah,
For Bennett's mom.
yeah. The chat is demanding.
Frank said he commented earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Greg said, got any tips on how to make your kid eat her chicken?
We said threats of no presents usually
Yeah.
she's old enough now to
She
understand,
already got her 9-foot chicken. They bought her a 9-foot bowl.
like a lawn, like something you put in your yard.
Just because she likes it?
Well, Rachel's brothers, wasn't it? Who?
How old is she? Like 3?
She 1.5.
1.5? That's fun.
Someone else had it in their yard. She
Oh, okay.
loved it. So Rachel's brothers bought it. For her.
Okay.
But they take that like their whole.
That is cute. Hey!
Dobbs.
Nice.
Can't believe he just threw the ball in the stands, but
Yeah. Little Romeo.
that's a good play. A little pre-snap motion versus trying to do too much post-snap.
Beautiful.
All right.
I feel like that's the same kind of play that Tucker Kraft got overthrown or dropped earlier.
Yeah.
That is 30-16 is a lot more comfortable. That's for sure. Jake from State Farm. How old's Andy Reid? Like 70?
Probably getting up there. You know, it'd be really good for your stream is to get the original Jake from State Farm
Oh yeah.
to air out. You know, him getting butted out for actors.
I'll get him and the Can You Hear Me Now guy. Because he got screwed over.
Yeah. Injustices.
That guy is so rich, the Can You Hear Me Now guy. I was reading all about him, where it's like, because I think he got equity in Verizon too.
Who did he get replaced with?
I think they just went with a different ad campaign or something. But then he did a Sprint commercial. And I
A
don't
few
know.
years back.
Yeah,
Like Verizon didn't have a good non-compete.
I guess so. Well, that's like a whole thing now. Like non-competes are like, me and Mom were talking about that because of Epic. Like, so California like ruled against non-competes. Like they don't honor non-competes.
Oh, interesting.
So like, because Henry worked
California's very employee friendly.
right. Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm
Oh,
serious.
okay. Yeah, they are. For sure. And they, like, okay, Henry worked for University of California, San Francisco Hospital.
Okay.
And through Epic. And with Epic's non-compete, like, he wanted to just go work for them directly.
Yeah.
But he couldn't because of the non-compete. But then this, like, California ruling came out, and now he just quit Epic, and he's going to start with them.
Nice.
That's what
Yeah.
my job is in employee litigation. That's why we don't insure companies in California.
Yeah, yeah. Which it's like, it really is, I don't know. Non-competes do fly in the, they allow Epic to like, oh,
Wow.
what a catch.
Is that the line?
Yeah. It allows Epic to have like a complete stranglehold on that market.
Okay. Need the Titans to.
What a grab.
Oh, yeah. Matt said the "Can you hear me now?" guy went to Sprint.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Matt. We know all about it, baby.
Dang. Titans have given up the lead.
Sullivan. Excuse you.
That chair really. Yeah, really
Yeah.
is.
I kind of like. I just want to like scrape all of that off,
I know.
and then it kind of looks like it would be suede almost.
I feel like no matter how often someone sits on a chair, it shouldn't
Get
look
to be
like
that.
yeah. 'Cause those were probably not cheap.
Yeah, I do think that is a problem with their leather work. It doesn't even look like real leather, you know. I guess it isn't.
Mm. Oh,
Hello.
Hello, you guys. We're up by 14, huh?
That's
we
right.
are. The
Okay.
defense is looking.
Merry Christmas, Packer fans.
Here, you gotta poke your head right here.
Other
It's
side.
only this corner. Yeah, you gotta. The camera only is
Camera's right there.
right
but-
there.
Oh, okay.
So bend down and say hi to everybody.
Merry Christmas, Packer fans.
There you go.
2,000 people saw
2,000
you.
people, Mom.
Awesome. Maybe some of my students.
You might end up a meme.
Could be.
I don't want a good meme.
No, there's no good news.
Has Zach been a good sidekick?
Zach's been great.
Is he going to be a featured guest from now on?
Yeah, I would love to have him back on when this is making our voice sound really chipmunky.
Right
So-
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because
incredibly high pitched.
Yeah.
of the location or the acoustics?
No, it's because this like has an equalizer built into it,
Um,
and I don't know how to undo it.
We think it was perhaps sabotage before Bennett got it.
Yeah.
by Abby?
No, this was Sion's.
Sneak and sabotaged intentionally?
Well, he likes to no, he does chipmunk claymation.
Okay.
He likes to film that kind of stuff. So he was using it like that. I didn't know how to fix it.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
We put Troy down here.
Oh, swing him around one more time.
It's a fast game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's moving. It's been a real nice paced game where the Packers have held the lead pretty steadily throughout,
Yeah.
but not like completely run away with it.
Right.
Where you stay
Still
interested.
exciting.
Where's the big league chew from?
I got that from Five Below. I just hadn't had that in forever.
Okay. That's Ryan.
Ryan, does he like that?
Seems like it's kind of thing.
Because it's chew?
Yeah.
I don't even know if he would actually like that necessarily. I don't know if he's into gum.
Are there really 2,000 people watching?
No. What, 78? Have watched? There's only 3 watching right now.
Okay.
And one of them is my phone.
But it's long games. People have to come and go.
They come and go.
Okay.
Here, look, this is the throughout time chart.
Mhm.
These are our concurrent viewers throughout time.
Well, there you go.
So we kind of had 3 and 4 the whole time. And then here's the gross views. Gross.
Zach's bringing some extra viewers in.
Yeah, Craig.
We've had Newman Cam
Yeah.
Have you had a Newman cam?
just trying to keep up because I've got alerts set. So he entered the game and I got an alert and they scored. So
There you go. I better blow these out before I forget.
Oh, good call. That's been a nice backdrop. I just realized I didn't even get the propellers in frame. But the candles are nice.
they're trick candles. So
But we don't want them to burn that down.
Definitely not.
It's hot outside. I was going to wear a sweater to church. That's not happening.
I brought a denim button down Can I wear that?
Sure.
I think this is probably good.
Yeah, what about this?
If the Packers win,
Yeah. People get it. Mine's a Christmas sweater. No, I have a nice outfit, but I don't have like dress shoes.
You have dress shoes here.
That's true. But can I just wear tennis shoes? Chat, sound off if I should wear tennis shoes to church.
Okay.
the true meaning of Christmas has nothing to do with dress, clothes, and shoes.
It's true. Think about this, Mom. If Jesus went to Christmas Mass, you know what he'd wear?
Thong.
Sandals, yeah.
Sandal. Yeah.
A
That's
thong
right.
and sandals.
Yeah, thong and sandals.
Well, if you want to wear sandals, you go right ahead.
I'll wear the dog walking sandals and just walk into church on my tiptoes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
No, but we should be making good time because this is like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. No, it's great.
And because it's not that close of a game, the clock's just going to run. And I would imagine we'll be done by 3.
Well, I'm leaving here about
3:30. Cool.
St. Laborie won't fill up, but it will be full of her, I think.
Right.
That's where we are going in St. Laborie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I told Brenda 3:15, so we can leave at 3:30 because, she'll have to come and talk and it'll take us a second.
Oh, are we meeting? Or she's meeting here?
I assume. What's she doing, Zach? She meeting here?
I think so. I haven't really talked to her. I've been
You'll be text her?
so focused on the stream. I can text her now.
Okay.
If she comes now, she could be on stream.
Bye, Packer fans.
Here, say it to the mic.
Bye, Packer fans. Merry Christmas. Go, Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Did you tell Logan and Austin and Terry and stuff that you're doing this?
No. But I should.
You should.
Well, I put it on my Instagram, so I would think Logan and Austin saw it.
They're not on social media very much.
39. Ah. Well, heck.
What are you wearing?
Okay, so Ryan Tannehill is playing for the Titans. So either there was an injury or
Are the caramels any good from...
Oh, they were really good.
Don't leave that on there.
We got it. It's good. I really like the consistency. Like they're very soft.
Vanilla caramels.
Really liked it.
I don't know if I bought them at the Biltmore or at Bucky's. I think I bought them at the Biltmore. Oh, it's hot.
hot, hot, hot.
Christmas.
Christmas in Hawaii down here in Oakville.
That's right. Paxlovid.
I also just realized that there's a good chance of severe hat hair for
Oh, yeah.
for
Church.
church. I cannot wear a hat to church, so
Yeah. Well, you got short enough hair. I think you could probably wipe down the back.
oh yeah, that's not great. May have to take a post-game shower. Hit team showers.
Well, if it's a blowout, you can jump in the shower. Paxlovid. This show is sponsored by Pfizer, guys. We love Pfizer here.
Huh.
Zach, if you had to pick a pharmaceutical company that you love the most, what would you say?
I don't know. The no tears Johnson & Johnson seems to be
Uh,
the classic evil empire.
No, yeah, they're the evil. They're the Bears. Pfizer is the Packers.
Could you imagine since they can advertise freely and they have Super Bowl ads if they did like a halftime flag football game, Pfizer versus Johnson and Johnson, to try and boost morale around the country.
I would love that.
Like, we're just like you.
We're regular old folks. Yeah, I would love for pharmaceutical companies to take on like a Coke and Pepsi kind of persona. Woo!
Okay, Titans are cooking. Texting my Titans insider to see what's going on there with the quarterback situation.
Oh, Dontavian Wicks is ruled out.
Ugh.
Chest injury. Tyreek Hill is suiting up today.
It's interesting that Tannehill's playing, because I'm not even sure that he was considered the backup.
What is the Titans' record? Like, are they in the...
I think they're like 5-9.
Oh, yeah.
Will Levis is out with an injury.
Oh, the Bucks play at 11 a.m. tomorrow on Christmas Day.
Nice. It's interesting there's no college football today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing. And Raven 49ers tomorrow night. That'll be a fun game.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
That'll be really interesting, actually.
Lions with the ball in the red zone.
Man, I'm yawning a lot. That's bad streaming, guys. I apologize.
It's all that heat.
Yeah.
It's like a warm blanket in the whole house. I've seen McDuffie out in pass coverage a lot more than we would all hope for after the last couple weeks.
Taylor Hansen just asked when she gets to be on stream.
In the chat or in text?
In the text. Open invite, Taylor, if you're watching. Okay.
So this is big.
Troy Aikman started 0-11.
That's a fun little fact.
And look at Peyton Manning's record. That is really interesting.
Yeah, because
you think of those guys as having never really failed.
Because the Colts were good pretty shortly after that, so that was before the concept of tanking too. That was too easy. Oops.
He wants a flag?
Yeah, he wanted a flag.
I was a little late, but it wasn't crazy. He was also really fighting for more yards. Tiptoeing.
I wouldn't rewatch some... oh, yeah, he was firmly out. Yeah. I wouldn't rewatch some NCAA football games from 1990 because was an interesting year for college football. There's some controversy, and just watching the games played, it felt like such a... I don't know, obviously such a different game, but there was a lot, the hits seemed a lot more like form tackling. Like, I feel like as you watch, you see like, oh, tackling's gotten like, they're trying to teach people to tackle better. And it seemed like even back then, I don't know, it was like more rugby style, just like legit tackles. Like they were hard hits, but they weren't like, they weren't people trying to shoulder you know,
Like
just
pops
clobber
and
people. Like they were
Yeah.
legit like tackles. Like
grappling.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just felt a lot like more fluid of a game. That was the year Illinois beat Colorado at home. Colorado went on to be the co-national champions.
Oh, how does that work?
Well, prior to the BCS, they would just give out a national championship at the end of the year. There was no like end of year game to determine it. You only went to a bowl game that you were contractually obligated to. So like the Big Ten championship just goes to the Rose Bowl, but that wasn't necessarily the national championship.
But
But if someone in the Big Ten was ranked number one, they could consider it like a national championship game
Right.
after the fact. So the coaches poll and whatever poll were split because I think it was Georgia Tech won the ACC.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great. Who was that? Smith.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech won the ACC, was undefeated, but with a tie. But the ACC decided to send Notre Dame to the like Orange Bowl to play Colorado because they thought the ratings would be higher.
Mhm.
At that point in time, you could like explicitly say that's why we're doing that,
Yeah.
which seems crazy. Set Notre Dame there. Notre Dame lost, and somehow the coaches poll still had, or Georgia Tech's won. I forget which one won the coaches poll. One won the AP poll, so they split champion.
Is that the only time that's ever happened?
No, there's some more split champions back in time, but a lot of them are just because you'll look back and they didn't really tell. They didn't like give someone a national championship trophy. It was just kind of like who was number one in the polls. So if there was ever a split,
Lions scored
nice.
2-score game.
If there was ever a split decision team, like Alabama always says we have all these national championships. If you look back, they finished some seasons like not even top 10 in the AP poll, but they were undefeated. So they would just say, oh, we're national championship, and no one stopped them.
Gotcha.
So now when you go back in time, it's just kind of whoever claimed it and kind of had the most. Did it come out?
I think
Flag.
honestly it was incomplete. I'm pretty sure this is incomplete. I guess he.
No, that's a fumble.
Yeah.
That's a catch and fumble, and then where's the flag?
Yeah, I don't.
Did he come all the way from the line to? Oh, does he come and just hammer this guy? I don't know. That's kind of classic scrum, right?
Yeah, he just kind of piled on.
Right. He almost gets the ball.
Oh, can you challenge?
With the challenges in baseball and football, how as a viewer you get the. Sometimes you can get an obvious replay like that, and you just want to like text Matt LaFleur and be like, "Don't challenge that."
Yeah.
Like I know you have no way of seeing this replay that I'm seeing, but you would think someone up in his ear in the press box would be able to let him know.
Yeah, don't they have all the angles up in the press box? Like, can't
Yeah.
they?
Well, that's supposed to be the thing. I mean, that's what I think NCAA is trying to do more of, and like the Canadian Football League does, where eyes in the sky will just kind of like, and that's what the XFL is trying to do. Like, you know, instead of trying to limit what they can see and just kind of like go with the ruling on the field, unless otherwise a challenge, they can like relay like changes, like that was the wrong spot, or
Right.
no, that wasn't a catch, move on, and just it speeds up gameplay, and it's kind of like less pressure for the officials to like have to be perfect because it's so hard, you know, sometimes, like especially with the changing of the rules of a catch.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like there's still a lot on them. Like, well, PI is like the biggest thing because it's such a game changer. But like, it is good for them to have that. I think in all sports, replay is good. You should try your best to get it right the first time, like as quick as possible. I do feel kind of bad for baseball umpires though, because they have that Do you follow that Twitter account that's just like
The
umpire
scorecards, yeah, just roast them.
Oh my god, that would be so hard. That's your job, and they like break it down for you, and they're like, "This is how wrong you are exactly."
Yeah.
Um, but that's a unique position. The strike zone is like a unique ruling in sports where I can't think of many other like.
Yeah, where there's your data set is thousands of pitches.
Right.
So no matter how right you are, one bad one, like your percentage doesn't really matter anymore because one like in the bottom of the ninth, one wrong call can be the highlight of the whole game.
Yeah.
But also that technically the strike zone isn't the same batter per batter, so it does take some subjectivity and some like I don't know nuance to call it, and we're just kind of looking at it as like a A or B, either strike or ball in our minds, and it's like to them it's like there's a much larger like borderline.
And I think that the like catcher's framing it and like a pitcher, like if a pitcher hits their intended spot versus
right.
I do think that stuff's mad. DJ Shark's having a game.
Yeah, touchdown Panthers. 8 points, so they will not go for 2.
Yeah.
Unless they, I don't know, want a chance to kick 2 field goals.
Oh, the chat disconnected for a second, but we're back.
Wow, Titans scored some time in the last couple minutes.
Oh, they are going for 2. Why?
Yeah, it's pretty high risk, minimal reward.
I think the big thing here is that the record is 2-12. They're just like,
yeah, because 7 minutes left, you still have to have 2 possessions.
What's the flag though?
I hope holding. I assume so because they're not celebrating.
So if this backs them up, do you think they'll kick now?
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Haven't heard Gary's name called in the last 3 games much.
Missed another one.
Yeah, that's such a bold call in the first place because then you would have to go for 2 just to tie it if you scored again.
Yeah.
No good.
Oh,
wow.
That's hilarious.
Rains, it pours down there in Carolina.
3 missed extra points in this game. That could be some kind of record.
Yeah, extra point percentages have pretty leveled out. Was when they first moved them back 5 yards.
People kind of freaked.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they did. It is, I feel like kickers are maybe getting worse, too.
I feel like kickers are getting just like ours, Carlson. It feels like you're getting a lot more makes over 50 yards, but a little less precision within,
30
yeah.
Get it, dude. Hey, guy's got one move.
He's killing it, though.
Okay, let's have a nice, healthy drive. Every play is a Aaron Jones 11-yard run.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And we're keeping eyes on Vikings, Seahawks more than anyone to lose.
Vikings are down a touchdown right now, right?
Down by 9, so 7, about the same amount of time as this game.
There we go. All right. 3rd and 5 here. Clock still running. Don't want to give it back to him real quick. That's for sure. So 3rd and 5. Big 3rd and 5, actually. Packers fans are on their feet in the Carolinas. Almost got a free play there. Blitz. Throw the flag. Okay. I really don't like that play call there. So on 3rd and 5, we attempt a 20-yard pass, kind of hunting for a flag. All right. Okay, so they're right at the 30 there. Frank Reich. All right, so 3-and-out. Aaron Jones started with a 6-yard run, looking good. And then we got to 3rd and 5, and Love, aired out. He had Dobbs one-on-one, but, made a pretty awful throw and begged for a flag. And it's just like, man, if we had just... because
not been a flag-heavy game. I mean, they've just kind of let him play.
And on 2nd down, we did a screen pass to A.J. Dillon that, lost a yard. And it's just like, I don't know. Just...
our offense can get a little stale, a little predictable.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we can contain Bryce Young, though. I mean...
Yeah, we've got an athletic defensive front. It just... whenever it's so easy to... when the defense looks bad, to pick out one thing and just kind of say, here's what's wrong. But it kind of like House of Cards, like you pull on a string and it all kind of unravels.
Mm-hmm.
All the injuries we've had in the secondary. If
has this game even had a turnover?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's an okay play, but that's what we want to make them try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, with Baker, 3 seconds, and he had was throwing it downfield. It's tough to stop that play after play. You need to, if you can't guard them well in the secondary, you need to make it so they just can't pass it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, keep them in bounds. Only give them short options. What? Didn't like the look.
So what goes into the decision to stream via YouTube rather than like Twitch or anything? Is it just
So Twitch, one of the big ones was just like Twitch doesn't save your stream for longer than 7 days. So like YouTube will like save a downloadable copy of every live stream like forever.
so it's basically like its own storage as well?
Exactly. And like most people that stream on Twitch also stream on YouTube just for the fact that they keep the, you know,
Right, 'cause
it
you never know
stores
when
it.
something's gonna happen, and it's like you want that to be
Right. And Twitch does let you get it like 7 days after, so you can like download it pretty quick, but it's still kind of annoying. And you can't upload, like I want to upload clips and I want to not do just live streaming, but I ideally, like last week I did,
Ooh.
ooh,
wow.
ouch.
Is that gonna be a
Helmet,
personal
helmet.
foul on top of it?
Yeah.
Just as soon as we keep thinking we're kind of like safe.
Yeah. On 3rd and 2, this is going to end up being like a 40-yard play. But last week when I did my drawing stream, I did it on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Eventually, I need to figure out how to like do this on my computer without having it crash.
Yeah.
But like hypothetically, I could stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at the same time. But I tried to do that last week and it kept crashing. Especially with the Instagram one, because like you have to make a vertical version too. So like you have this version and then you also have a second version that you have to configure and it has to output both of those. It just like kept crashing every time I tried to do it. So hopefully I'll get that sorted out. And I guess I could have done Twitch today, but I just didn't.
Yeah, I have no, man, that's just really weak. I mean, that's again, if it's tough to ask the D-line to put pressure every single play, you've got to be able to match up man in this. I mean, we have like, it looks like we're man-to-man, forefront. Still 2 safeties. I didn't really see the, it looked like there were 4 down linemen though, so that's what we need to get Craig on here on a stream, because he's the defensive, like, co-defensive coordinator of the Hornets, so we need a breakdown of what we're seeing here. See,
he could be our analysis guy. Just be like, we're gonna throw it to Craig. What are you seeing here, Craig? Get to him.
Oh man, Shark again.
Shark. I don't know that he got 2 feet though.
Let's see this replay.
They gotta go for 2. That does help us right now, but
oh, does he?
Don't freeze. His right foot. He got it.
Yeah, I think he got a knee too.
Yeah.
Which is like a whole extra point of
2 feet.
Wow, this is big.
I mean, the worst they can do is tie it. That is a big difference, but like, man, we gotta make a stop.
Come on.
And man, it would have been nice to have that extra point. It just keeps coming up.
See, we gotta be more on them on the line here. This is what I don't get. Look down here. Why is he? Did he get it? Damn, he did. Wow.
Raheem Blackshear.
30-16 with like 7 minutes left to go.
Yeah. Ugly.
Yeah, you can't give up 14 points in 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a blunder.
Well, and it's like we're not even helping ourselves on offense either. We had
Right. I mean, Jones has 124 yards on 17 carries. Leading receiver today is Bo Melton with 44 yards.
And that's just strengthens the argument more on that last drive. Why not give it to Jones?
Right.
3 different times, maybe slightly different looks.
Well,
But
this is exactly. I mean, this. If you look at Atlanta was the big one, and there was another game, maybe Steelers, where we have a lead in the fourth quarter, and we just don't know what to do with the ball with a lead.
yeah.
We don't want to pass it and accidentally stop the clock, but when they see the run coming, we just can't get those 3-4 yards of play, so we
Right.
just start. It's like we just panic. I mean, let's not panic.
Right.
Score here of any kind.
Did you just see that?
Mm-mm.
They flashed a touchdown graphic on accident. Green Bay Packers touchdown. All right. Let's go. Just have a solid drive. Jones in the backfield.
What?
I know.
It's okay. I mean,
I
Yeah.
mean, we have the ball. We're, you know.
and looking back at wasting that timeout,
Yeah, that's true too.
Seahawks, 3rd and goal, need a touchdown. We've got 5 yards to go, 1 minute left, so they're going to go 40 on 4th down if they don't score here. That's
Is there a touchdown to tie or take the lead?
they're down 4, so
Okay.
to take the lead. Lions with the ball, up by 6 still, 5 minutes to go.
There you go. Aaron Jones, keep feeding it to him.
We need a first down. You cannot not get a first down here.
Now, here's the problem. Don't get crazy here. On 3rd and 4, I feel like they're going to try a Romeo Dobbs bomb. That's exactly what they did last time.
Right.
And it's like, don't expect the flag here at all, even if it's egregious.
It's kind of like the Aaron Rodgers, like his style of play still like looms so large in our minds that we can't help but take those like surprise shots downfield. Like we take more.
Well, I think a younger Aaron Rodgers, they would do that kind of stuff, but instead of always taking the shot, like Jordan Love has the option to scramble. On that last 3rd down, you know, he had that option. He had room to run if he wanted.
Okay, good pickup of the blitz. Yeah,
Oh my
it's a
God.
bomb. It's a bomb.
He's got it though.
Is that Taylor? No, Dobbs. Did he catch it?
Oh, I still don't agree with that.
No.
I mean,
It was way underthrown.
yes, that was almost disastrous.
Challenge
Challenge.
flag. I mean, I didn't see it hit the ground, and
Right.
he didn't go out of bounds. So
Right.
okay, here's a good look.
He has it. I mean, it's a little bobbled there, but he's got it.
That's a complete.
And he doesn't lose it at the end.
No, never even touches the ground.
Even as he rolls out of bounds,
Because if you go to the ground before you go out of bounds, then it doesn't matter if you go out of bounds.
right. I see that flip, but even still.
Yeah, I would. That last second bobble. But it
Again,
looks like he's just transferring it hands.
right.
I hate the words catch
The
process
process,
because it's
yeah.
just it's not a rule. It's not meaningful.
Oh, shoot. It does touch the ground. No!
Seahawks just took the lead in the touchdown. But Titans could tie with a field goal. They only have a minute left.
Ryan Tannehill, does he have some fourth quarter magic in him? The Seahawks could still lose throughout the rest of the schedule, right?
Right.
Did they have any big matchups?
They might still have to play the Niners once.
Oh, there you go. Right.
Yeah, I mean that could be. I mean, he's touched.
Call it there.
The
yeah.
thing is, he's
The play
touched.
is over
So the
there.
minute he's down, he's down.
Yeah. I think as soon as he turns onto his belly, shoulder, whatever, he is held the ball successfully for a while there. Don't you fucking dare. Yeah!
There we go. That's huge.
That's really big.
I kind of went through it all there. I kind of was convinced it was going to get taken away.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough church decision if we go to some crazy. Don't even speak the words.
Yeah, don't even. Good. I think that's the right call. Keep feeding Aaron Jones. It's one of those situations, though, too. Now with the Panthers having 2 timeouts left, you could get into one of those situations where, like, you
want to use more clock than
right. You slide on a. Oh, ouch!
That was tough.
Oh, Roosh just chimed back in to say he didn't think it was a catch. Yeah, I mean, we went back and forth. I do think it's a catch.
Yeah, I think that the scope of a catch at one point in time was broadened way too much, and it's hard for people to come back in. Okay, he was touched, he hit the ground, which is a point of like down.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have contact at some point from start to that point? Because anything after then doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Versus like 10 years ago with the whole Calvin Johnson, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you have to catch the ball, you have to hit the ground, you have to like fall
Maintain.
correctly. Yeah, the
But
scope was too long.
30 years ago, people would just go, great catch. Wouldn't even
Right.
that one, especially in real time. Just the ability to break down a play frame by frame, like 30 frames per second, has changed intensely the game. Oh, Dan, fuck you, Dan. You're just going to join to flame us? Dan joined to say, LOL, y'all are tied with a 2-12 team.
Yeah.
That's my friend who's a fake Lions fan. Dan, you hear that?
Dan Campbell Soup.
He's a Michigan guy. He went to University of Michigan.
I'm still rooting for them over Bama, so I don't have anything there, but we were nice to the Lions, but push comes to shove, still rivalry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Rory. Get him.
Yeah, the Des Bryant catch, that was Packers have been on the right side a couple of those a little too overanalyzed catches.
Yeah. But on the wrong side of the, what do they call that? The Fail Mary.
Yeah,
or whatever.
That picture, because that was the replacement refs.
Oh, I forgot about that.
One coming up doing this while the other's doing this.
Yeah. Man, it must have felt so bad to be a replacement ref. Just so hyper critical of everything you do.
Right. I think that's what people don't understand is, the refs get a lot of criticism but it's like they still are the best at this job.
Right.
Like there is no one waiting in the works that do a better job than them.
Right.
The fact that we still like have a lot of controversy just is more about gameplay and like confusing rules and like almost like the rules committee and the owners trying to like bend their will of what they want the game to look like. Oh, there we go.
How did he fit that in there? Is that Tucker Kraft?
Tucker Kraft. Kraft singles.
Nice. Take your time, boys. Okay, so they just took their second timeout. We got a brand new set of downs. I mean, hypothetically right now, so it's actually kind of nice where Tucker Kraft went down. He went down on like the 12, so it's not first and goal.
So we can run a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, stinger?
Yeah.
It's like he's kind of holding his elbow.
So you keep... What's up, Mama? Yeah. We're in a decent position here, though. Okay. So you keep feeding it to Aaron Jones here. They have no one in the backfield right now? Oh, no. Keep feeding it to Aaron Jones.
That
yeah,
yeah,
man.
that was pretty telegraphed.
Yeah. Okay, so they just took their last time out.
Wow. We're gonna need to see some Newman if the O line keeps looking like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Titans blew it. That
Mom,
stinks.
Rory says hi. She says hi, Rory, if that didn't get picked up. Go! Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like we just are settling. Like, okay, we're.
Which would feel fine if Anders Carlson,
I know.
if there weren't 3 missed extra points.
If they didn't have all their timeouts in this drive, and if our defense didn't just look like it's in shambles, but it's
Yes.
like this is kind of your typical like playing not to lose. That
Yeah.
scares you. It's like you just had 4 or 5 plays decent. Like just keep going. Why not just go down and score?
Did it just run back? Okay, it just ran back a little bit, not for whatever reason.
Oh, we lost some.
Yeah, don't look at the screen because I think the score is ahead. Well, obviously that just happened, but
Yeah. Okay, but they're out of timeout, so at least
yeah,
we'll have one play of.
yeah.
So
I
the
think,
most they'll get it back with is like 35, 40 seconds.
right. So I think that we're behind on this right here, but I don't want to click out and click back into something and
Yeah.
jump ahead. So don't look at. I'm not gonna look at the monitor, and I'm not gonna click anything. Who's in the backfield there? Taylor?
I think so.
2?
Wow, looked like he missed a hole there, didn't it?
Yeah. God, I hate this. So do we take our last time out?
Yeah, we'll take it just because we'll want to take it with like 1 second. We won't want to. We can't, stop. We obviously can't spike it or
Right.
anything. So
And delay a game puts it out of Carlson's range.
yeah, we don't want to even think about that.
Giving him extra yards. Oh, there you go. Last time in an NFL game was last year on Christmas Eve.
Huh.
That's funny.
Christmas jitters.
Yeah. Please, I don't even want to think about missing
I
this.
know.
Get your head right, Anders.
Highlights.
That probably does make him feel better, the fact that this guy
Right.
missed too.
Takes a little bit of the pressure off. I mean, both teams sitting here going, gosh, if you just do the small things right, you're.
It's a tie game with 22 seconds left. Could have been so different. Now, to be fair to that other kicker, the second one he missed was backed up from
Right.
penalty.
Oh,
Nice.
money.
There we go.
Split it.
Durs. You keep your job for another week. Take that, Dan.
Yeah, we really weren't never going to make this easy, were we?
No. God. I went almost the whole second half without nicotine. That could have been the problem.
Zen Christmas.
Zenmas Eve. There's the bussin' with the boys
Yeah.
guys. They like always wear these shirts that said like Jesus died for our sins. it's like Jesus like holding sins. I love all the
Sin related.
Yeah, Zen really like, whether they meant to or not, has been adopted as like the nicotine pouch or whatever that is, just because like the puns are so fun and like I think they did a good. But like Rogues, that's what everyone around here has, and I think they're better. But the problem is, 1 out of every 10 Rogues I've ever had, you open it up and a bunch of the pouches have like burst open and like kind of ruins the whole can.
Yeah. Zen kind of has a cleaner,
Right.
like the Rogue. Yeah, I feel like it still tries to revert to like the rugged, like
It's
I don't
trying
want to
be
look like
Grizzly.
I don't want to look like I'm doing something like lesser.
Right.
Like Zen kind of like lean into like this is just kind of a sleek like
Right. Zen Rogue is like wanted to make safer chew basically, and Zen is like appealing to people that vape or like
Right.
smoke. And
That's a
like,
good way to put it. The vape of
chew.
the chew world.
I know so many people that were vape and then went to Zen, or were cigarettes and then went to Zen, that would never have chewed.
Oh. My goodness.
Oh, Rory's ahead of us. Yeah, Rory, we can't talk. And I'm not looking at the scoreboard because I already saw the last time on the board and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh gosh, they're only like I can't. The fact that he said that makes me think something's gonna happen.
Yeah. It doesn't have a yardage marker on the scoreboard though. I just know that like
Maybe it's an interception he's talking about.
oh, that would rule.
Jair, interception. Here it
Please.
comes.
Is it tipped? Oh no, they're in range.
Oh, only
They're
3
gonna get up and
seconds.
spike it, yeah.
No!
No! Is game over? Jordan Love already came out on the field.
What's the call?
Well, this is what I'm sure Rory wants to talk about.
Tch.
This is exactly what
But this is the thing again. You should have a.
It should be so obvious
Right.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah! Woo! Well,
Yeah, look at everyone just in there. It's such a funny thing in football
to watch them all scramble to get to
because that's such an objectively like strange rule compared to other sports. The fact that like that you could
get up and stop.
you
the
can
clock
gain seconds. You know, you can gain seconds here and there just by having a faster referee crew, like
Yeah.
getting it to him quicker. Like they go as fast as they can, and like the clock's running. It's like in college, the clock always stops until the ball
Or
gets
understand.
reset,
Yeah,
which
probably makes.
probably is the way it should be.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like then it's like so up to like, you know, the crew.
And Rory says, "Super Bowl, here we come." That's right, baby. It's the season of love. Okay, so the Lions are they? I'll put on red zone, but I gotta put on church clothes too.
Oh yeah, we are.
Running up against it. Okay, thank you, stream. Thank you guys. Mwah.